Hey yo, it's Hip Hop DJ Eternal 88. What's going on, y'all? Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, and hit that subscribe so when I drop a video, you get notified. Alright, I want to start it off by saying rest in peace to Larry's wife. Larry is Camron's co-host on Talks with Flea. Camron posted today, about a few minutes ago, he lost somebody close to him, and then he said he told Larry that he was there for him and his family, and he posted a picture of the woman, said she was a strong woman, said a lot of really good things about her. And that leads me to believe that this is Larry's wife. I mean, she was struggling in the hospital fighting cancer. I seen Larry post things like F cancer, right? And the whole reason I'm even bringing this up, and I do give my condolences to the family, rest in peace to her, is because Dame Dash went on. This is where Dame Dash ruins his career, if you ask me. Dame Dash goes on the Breakfast Club, if he had a career, actually. But either way, he goes on the Breakfast Club, and I ain't even gonna play it because it's so disgusting and it just disgusts me. He's on there telling the Larry guy, go be with your dying wife. That's what he was saying, disrespecting him because he's mad at him for doing business with Camron, and he's mad at Camron for doing business with him. And this is where the problem comes in. This is where it's like, all right, now you took it too far. You know what I mean? It was one thing when she was still alive, but now that she passed away, it hits a lot different. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we're going to get into something that Memphis Bleak said on Club Shay Shay about Dame Dash. But first, we're going to play what Camron said after he heard Dame Dash on the Breakfast Club disrespecting Larry and his wife. Let's get it.
Dame did the other day, this is kind of where I lost kind of all respect for Dame, is that Larry's going through a personal situation with his family right now. And I went through that situation with my mother 2 years ago. I sat there and watched my mother die in a month. My mother was fine January 7th, went to the hospital January 9th, died February 9th. And I watched that whole slow process for a month. And shout out to Maribel, Larry's wife, but she's a fighter. She's not going through the same scenario that my mom went through. But they're dealing with something similar. And Dame gets on the Breakfast Club, and no matter what your problem is, you gonna sit there and say, yo, you need to go be with your dying wife. What? What, nigga? I can imagine he said some shit like that to me when mama, like, what? Mad disrespectful. Don't care about what he's going through, not knowing what his son or daughter, anything going through, not knowing that like I said, I don't even want to talk about that shit because there's so much you don't know that you don't need to know. But for you to put that on the radio because this man hangs out with me, because you feel me and Larry shouldn't be speaking, for you to sit on the radio and say, go be with your dying wife, that was all the way out of bounds. So, but for me, I can't really fuck with a nigga like that.
So yeah, this is where I lose all respect for Dame Dash too. And this is where a lot of people are gonna lose respect for Dame Dash. You know, this is just going too far, man. It was, like I said, it was one thing when she was still alive. Now she's gone, it hits way different, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know her, and I don't know them at all. You know what I'm saying? He's not even like a public figure, really. That's what's so terrible about this, is that Dame Dash made a private thing a public matter. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't for the public to know that Larry's wife had cancer. You know what I mean? Like, if he wanted people to know, he would have put it out there. And Dame Dash put that out there on the Breakfast Club. That's a problem, man. That's fucked up. How would he feel? And Shannon Sharp asked Memphis Bleak a very good question, y'all. Let's get it.
Why do you think he's become so resentful?
Man, I think any man that knows they did wrong, before they admit it, they attack. And I think that's the phase he's going through. He's in attack mode right now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then comes the admission and self-guilt later.
Right.
So is that what mode Dame is in right now? Will he apologize for this? Will he go in to start reflecting and apologize for all the bullshit he's been doing recently? Because it's one thing when it's jokes, you're part of the pity pat club, he was saying to Cam and shit. It's one thing, what I mean, joking around. But it's a whole nother when you start talking about somebody's dead wife because you're beefing with somebody they're doing business with. That's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie. Dame looking bad as fuck out here. And maybe that is the mode he's in right now, attack mode. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. But now we gonna get into this. And rest in peace to Larry's wife. I'm sorry I don't know her name. It didn't say it on the post from Camron. You know what I mean? My condolences goes to Larry and his family. And now we're gonna get into this. So G-Herbo says he's cutting all ties with friends from his old neighborhood back in Chicago, because he says he's tired of bonding them out of jail, paying for funerals, and he doesn't want to catch a RICO charge, y'all. Can y'all blame him? But this is what he said fully right here. Let's get it.
I'm cutting all ties from that shit. I don't care what a nigga think about me. Nigga call me a bitch. Nigga 100 million times.
Yes.
I don't care. Like I'm not even gonna feed into it. And you think I ain't had to have them uncomfortable conversations? You think nigga ain't told me I done left the hood and forgot about the hood and I'm a nigga and I don't take care of niggas and I ain't the one bonding niggas out no more and paying for funerals. It's like, how many times I supposed to do for that shit? Do that shit. Like, what y'all want nigga to catch a RICO every time you niggas go to jail for a gun charge, a violent charge?
You coming.
I'm the one coming. Like, I'm the concierge or some shit.
Never.
No,
yeah,
like,
never ever.
Yeah, like, and when I understood it that way, I'm like, bro, I gotta just go cold turkey. Like,
shout out to G-Herbo, man. You would think though that people from the hood would be happy for G-Herbo coming from where he comes from, making it out, and he did help a lot of people out. I've heard about it over the years, but of course, you always got a hater that gotta come on the internet. I don't know this guy's name. I just know he's from Chicago, same area, I guess, that G-Herbo was from. He's going to say, you on the internet like you been with the shit. And on bro, your goofy ass hasn't did shit since 2014. Now it's 2025 and you talking like you been in the street. Stop bapping for the internet. And you ain't sending the guy shit for 4 years. And you talking about you not no limit no more. Well, I'm going to tell you this. Don't come to, I think it says 78th and Essex, right? That's where he's telling him not to come. And he also says, now I see Cairo, why I see Cairo was treating your goofy ass. Because y'all remember No Limit Cairo was going in on G-Herbo. He was going in on him. And he's saying now he sees why, right? Then G-Herbo responds. He says, if you want to do something to me, don't warn me, just do it, bleed. All I know is my entire life of being outside, ain't nobody ever did shit to me. Not a slap, not a punch, not a rob, not a choke, not shit. I got shot, yeah, but that was in the foot though. And I was back outside immediately after that. I got jumped when I was 16 and I left out of that without a scratch, right? So that's his response to that, which I guess, to be honest, if I was G-Herbo, I would never have responded to this guy. You know what I mean? G-Herbo's in a different place. There's no reason for him to even respond to people like this guy. In my opinion, he should have just let this dude named Big Op respond because Big Op ended up responding anyway. You know what I'm saying? And he said, Blood, he said about G-Herbo to the guy that was talking shit on G-Herbo. He said, Blood can go wherever the fuck he want to go. Let a motherfucker play and go against this shit. Your ass will be talking to God about it. Then he said, 78th and Essex is our shit. Which 78th and Essex is what that dude told G-Herbo not to come back to, right? Which who would care? Who cares if G-Herbo can't come back there? G-Herbo probably don't care. He don't probably want to go back there necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But this guy said 78th and Essex is our shit. You guys ain't even did shit behind the block to think y'all can say anything. And I be on that, bitch, all the time. So when Blood pull up with me, nobody gonna do shit but ride. meat eat. I guess he's saying pause, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's crazy. But get y'all ass hurt if you want to, man. So basically, he's taking up for G-Herbo and saying G-Herbo can come back whenever he feels like it. So that's why it comes in for me like it's dumb that G-Herbo even responded to this guy. Because G-Herbo obviously has people taking up for him. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, let me know what y'all think about that. I think G-Herbo's official for that. Letting that life go, or letting his past be in his past. People should be happy for him, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. But anyway, so real quick, we going to take one little thing, and then we going to get up out of here. So I made a video about the Charlie Kirk dude, and I said from videos I seen, it didn't look like he was racist. And I don't know if he was or wasn't. All I'm saying is I just don't understand why people would celebrate somebody's death. Anybody. And that's on like anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. Like I don't get that kind of stuff. Like, I don't understand it. I'm not from that era. You know what I'm saying? But that's more this era. My era, you never heard nobody doing that at all. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all. But either way, so Jimmy Kimmel gets fired or suspended indefinitely for making remarks about Charlie Kirk. And Akademiks said this, y'all. Let's get it.
Wow. Was this all, chat? If this all that Jimmy Kimmel say, yeah, I wouldn't be in agreement of him getting suspended or him losing the show. I don't think he was clowning Charlie Kirk necessarily.
I gotta say I'm 100% in agreement with Akademiks on this, because he really didn't say, I don't even want to go into what he said, but he was just joking about Charlie Kirk's death. He didn't say nothing too crazy. He was just making, like, you know, like cocky little jokes about it, like sending shot. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't nothing too crazy. And I feel like it's freedom of speech. You should be able to say what you want. Now, if he was on there like, oh, he's dead, laughing about it and shit, that'd be different. But he wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? He really wasn't. You know, it's live TV, so you do gotta watch what you say. But if you can't speak what you want to speak without being shut down by the government or whatever, shut them down, then we're living in some strange times. You know what I'm saying? And do I agree with Jimmy Kimmel for saying what he was saying? Not really, but it really ain't that deep to me. And I agree with Akademiks 100%. I think he should get his job back ASAP. He's been doing it for a long time, and he said a lot of crazy shit over the years. I didn't think this would be the thing that would get him suspended. If anything, he said a lot worse shit, if you ask me. But, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he should get his job back. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Follow me on IG, and we out.